Hello friends, we're currently in the depth of winter, and to me this time of year is rather difficult to navigate. I'm sure many of you will relate. Which is why today I wanted to share a few thoughts and ideas with you on how to continue living seasonally in winter, when everything around us is slow and still, but we as humans always do feel the need and anxiety to rush and defy this strong nature's pull to hibernate. I'd like to share with you a few musings about the art of wintering and a few reasons why we should embrace seasonal living during the darker periods of life. Right now is a good time to plan gentle and peaceful activities and habits which help you feel your best. This is a great time for any sort of home projects and tidy-ups, cinema trips and new craft hobbies, for starting a new book or rereading an old comforting favorite, for taking a short walk early in the morning. These are some of the things that I have been implementing personally. It's winter in my own life in many of its aspects. I'm trying to make sure my mornings are slow. I'm rereading my old favorite childhood book, The Count of Monte Cristo, and I'm finding so much comfort in its familiar pages and words. I'm painting something new for myself, following tutorials and doodling when I have time, without a plan to share any of that work. I did go on a cinema date, but a word of caution, do choose something comforting to watch. A horror movie, which was my pick, is not something I would recommend. And I go on 30-minute walks 3 times a week. Mornings are the best time to go outside in January, because the air is crisp and fresh, the birds are loud and cheerful, and you get a chance to witness the beautiful winter sunrise without needing to get up too early. I find that the sun disappears too fast. Catching just a glimpse of it in the morning has brought me so much joy. And of course I plan, I journal, I have so many projects I'm so excited to embark on this year. I remind myself to have patience. I have been stuck in some kind of aesthetic starvation lately, as the view outside my window seems to be so grey and unchanging. I really don't like this time of year, and I am impatiently waiting for spring. Just like many of us, I guess. And which is why all these reminders and little tasks are so important right now. Choose something that is easy to stick with at the start and build up from there. That's the best piece of advice I can give to you and to myself. Over and over again, I realized that perhaps wintering is one of the most important things in life we all should learn and master. As much as most of us would like to avoid winters at all costs, both personal and seasonal, its arrival is as inevitable as night after day, something we can't simply ignore or silence. I like to remind myself that it's impossible to build anything lasting in life without making a mess first, without embracing the darkness, without giving yourself rest when your body and mind scream for it. You know, how resolutions barely ever last and all the intentions we set at the start of the year often disappear into nothingness a few months later. I find personally that a slow and steady but continuous beginning is better than a forceful plunge that leads, quite inevitably, to burnout. Of course, we are all different. I'm not saying that my way of wintering is the only way, but I'm rather asking you to look on the inside and find the way that works for you. If taking a leap right away or setting resolutions works for you, go ahead, we are all made different. Remember, we are still in winter. Days are short. The sunshine isn't a frequent guest, at least in my part of the world for sure. The energy levels are at their natural low. Perhaps we too often feel the need to become the new selves as the year begins, become a new, unrecognizable person. So here's what I want to tell you. You don't need to become a new you, but rather become yourself again. Nature, flowers, birds, they don't fight against the current of seasons like we tend to. They prepare for it. Nature works in unison, creating a most nurturing environment for plants to burst with new strength come spring. A flower must hibernate in order to bloom, going through many transformative processes underground, before it pushes its green stems through the soil, digging its way out to the sun to meet spring when time comes. Without winter, spring flowers can't bloom. It's metaphorical to our lives too. As if to say that the inner work we do on our own bodies and souls in the quietude of winter months will blossom most beautifully when the seasons begin to shift. Have patience with yourself. Cultivate your inner flowers. Do as much work on the inside as is needed for you to bloom. It's okay. Take time.